Hello everyone, this is the first video of my channel. The name of the chapter is Who Did Patrick's Homework? I will read each para and explain it in detail. The first para. Patrick never did homework, too boring, he said. He played hockey and basketball and Nintendo instead. His teachers told him, Patrick, do your homework or you won't learn a thing. And it's true, sometimes he did feel like an ignoramus, but what could he do? He hated homework. The hero of our story is Patrick. He's a boy who did not like to do homework. He never did his homework. I know many of you children never do homework, but because you are lazy. But here Patrick had a different reason for it. He found homework too boring. He loved to play hockey and basketball and also Nintendo. Hockey and basketball are outdoor games, and Nintendo is a video game. And Patrick loved to play games, but he did not like to do homework. It was too boring for him. His teachers used to always warn him, Patrick, if you don't do your homework, you won't learn a thing. And sometimes he also felt that what the teachers were telling is true, because he felt he was an ignoramus. And what is an ignoramus? An ignorant person who lacked knowledge. Unless and until you practice what is taught in the class, you will not be able to register it in the mind. And Patrick felt that he was an ignoramus person, but he was helpless. He just hated homework. He found homework too boring. How can he do something which is too boring? He liked to do some things which are interesting. So the hero of our story is a boy who did not like to do homework, and he never did it. Let us see what happens to that boy. The second para. That one day he found his cat playing with a little doll and grabbed it away. To his surprise, it wasn't a doll at all, but a man of the tiniest size. He had a little wool shirt with old-fashioned breeches and a high tall hat, much like a witch's. He yelled, Save me! Don't give me back to that cat. I'll grant you a wish, I promise you that. One day, Patrick found his cat playing with a little doll. And Patrick was a bit curious. What is this doll? So he grabbed the doll from the cat. But to his surprise, it wasn't actually a doll. It was a man of very tiny size. Of the tiniest size actually. This man was wearing a wool shirt, little wool shirt, and with old-fashioned breeches. Breeches means trousers or short trousers. And he was also wearing a conical shaped hat, just like what witches wear. And this man was yelling at Patrick, Save me, don't give me back to that cat, I'll grant you a wish, I promise you that. Save me from this monster, save me from this cat. If you save me from this terrible paws of this cat, I will give you a wish, I promise you. Whatever you ask me, I will do that for you. Now, what happens? Something magical happens. Patrick finds a small elf, and the elf is ready to give him any wish if he saves him from his pet cat. Let us see what Patrick says. The third para. Patrick could not believe how lucky he was. Here was the answer to all of his problems. So he said, Only if you do all my homework till the end of the semester, that is 35 days, if you do a good enough job, I could even get A's. Now Patrick wanted to use his opportunity. Just like saying, strike while the iron is hot. So he has got an opportunity to do his homework. The doing homework was his greatest problem because he gets scolding from his parents and teachers daily for that. Now, he was a magical man. So Patrick tells the man, okay, I will help you, but you have to do my homework. Not for 1 day, 1 or 2 days, but for 35 days, till the end of the semester. And if you do a good job, I will get some A's. Patrick wanted to get some A's because he never get A's. Unless and until you do homework, you can't get good grades. And Patrick never got good grades. So here we found Patrick asking the elf if he can do his homework for him. Let us see what the elf says. The fourth para. Little man's face wrinkled like a dishcloth thrown in the hamper. He kicked his legs and doubled his fist, and he grimaced and scowled and pursued his lips. Oh, I'm a curse, but I'll do it. The little man was not very happy with what Patrick asked. He didn't like to do homework. Actually, no one likes to do homework. The little elf also didn't like to do homework. His face became shapeless like a dishcloth which is thrown in the hamper. What is hamper? It is a basket with a lid. So he started showing his anger by lot of expression. He started kicking his leg, he's doubling his fist, and he grimaced and scowled and pursed his lips. He was so angry. And he was crying, oh, I'm a curse, but I'll do it. Oh, I think I am cursed. That is what I am sandwiched between this monstrous cat and this boy who wants me to do some homework. Now, let us see what happens next. The fifth para. And true to his word, the little elf began to do Patrick's homework. Except there was one glitch. The elf did not always know what to do, and he needed help. Help me, he'd say. And Patrick would have to help in whatever way. I don't know this word. The elf squeaked while reading Patrick's homework. Get me a dictionary. No, what is even better? Look up the word and sound it out by each letter. And this little elf was actually true to his promise. He started doing Patrick's homework, except there's one small little problem. There's one glitch. Glitch is a slight problem which prevents a machine to work properly. Just like there's a small problem which doesn't allow this magical pen to work properly. The elf did not actually know what he had to do. He always needed help. He would always cry out loudly, saying, help me, he'd say. And Patrick will have to help. Whatever the elf says, he will have to do. The elf will take the book and say that I don't understand this word. You go and get me a dictionary. I don't want. Oh, do one thing. I don't want to look at each word. You look at the word and you sound it out by each letter, and you tell me the meaning also. Means the little elf was making Patrick do all the work. So let us see what happens next. The sixth para. When it came to Max, Patrick was out of luck. What a times table, the elf shrieked. We elves never need that. And addition, subtraction, division, fraction. Here, sit down beside me. You simply must guide me. Elves know nothing of human history. To them, it's a mystery. So little elf already shouted, just got louder. Go to the library. I need books, more and more books, and you can help me read them too. So when it came to Max, Patty was really out of luck because the elf did not know anything about Max. He was asking what is his times table. He didn't know anything about addition, subtraction, division, fraction, because he says that elf did not have to do any max. Then how will I know anything about max? You should help me. I will do it. And there was also another problem. Elf did not know anything about human history. Actually, history was a mystery for the elf. So the little elf, already a shouter, he became louder now. Already he was shouting, but now he was more demanding. He became louder. He was asking Patrick to go to the library to get more books, and the elf did not want to read it. He was asking Patrick to read it for him. Now look at the condition of Patrick. He was looking for a magical help, but see here he is doing all the work by himself. The seventh para. As a matter of fact, every day in every way, the little elf was a nag. Patrick was working harder than ever and was it a drag. He was staying up nights and now felt so weary. He was going to school with his eyes puffed and blurry. Actually, to tell the truth, this elf was becoming actually a nag. Means he was back of Patrick, asking him to do many things. And unless Patrick doesn't do it, the elf will not leave him. Patrick was now working very hard, and for him, he found the homework still now very uninteresting and dull. Drag means dull and uninteresting. Now he had to stay up throughout the night because he has to read all the books to understand something. He has to stay up all the night. And he also felt very tired. And when he went to school, his eyes were swollen because of lack of sleep. And he also felt very blurry, means he could not see anything properly. Because it's the first time Patrick was working so hard and it affected him. Now let us see what happens next. The eighth para. Finally, the last day of school arrived, and the little elf was free to go. As for homework, there was no more, so he quietly and slyly slipped out the back door. Now the last day of the school has arrived. Now the elf was free to go because 35 days was over. And there was no more homework. The exams, everything is over. What did the elf do? He was actually a little scared that Patrick will give him some more work. So he, without saying bidding goodbye to Patrick, he quietly and slyly, cunningly slipped out of the back door. Now the elf is gone. Now let us see what has happened to Patrick. Ninth para. Patrick got his A's. His classmates were amazed. His teachers smiled and were full of praise. And his parents, they wondered what had happened to Patrick. He was now the model kid, cleaned his room, did his chores, and cheerful. Never rude, like he had developed a whole new attitude. Actually, Patrick now got his A's. His classmates were amazed. His teachers smiled. Actually, teachers were happy that at least now Patrick listened to their warnings. And his parents, they were actually shocked. They thought, what happened to the Patrick? Now he has become a model kid. He actually started cleaning his room. He did all his chores. He was also very cheerful, always very pleasant. Actually, Patrick developed a new attitude. He turned a new leaf. So, something magical has happened to Patrick. He got his A's, and all the teachers, parents, and classmates were proud of him. He actually developed a whole new attitude. Now, the last para. In the end, Patrick still thought he had made the tiny man do all his homework. But I'll share a secret. It's just between you and me. It was in the elf, but Patrick had done it himself. Now, actually, in the end, also, Patrick thought that he made the tiny man do all the homework. But the author here, Carol Moore, she shares a secret with us. She says that between you and me, I will tell a small little secret that Patrick did all the homework by himself. The elf was actually making him do all the work since he didn't know how to do anything by himself. Patrick did the homework, all the homework by himself. So the moral of the story is always do things by yourself. Self-help is the best help.